Well, good morning and welcome to the Monday edition here at Daryllorette Cafe. I'm your host as always, Daryllorette. Well, as you can see in the background, the sun is just beginning to come up. It's almost 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm ready to have my breakfast. I just came from the kitchen, just fixed myself a bowl of oatmeal with a couple of chopped bananas and a cup of black tea, and I've been up now for about hour and a half, 2 hours, and I'm raring to go. Well, yesterday at around 30, I thought I heard somebody coming into the building, and I did hear somebody to come. I did hear someone coming. I did hear someone come into the building. Somebody who's been sort of hanging out in the hallways, you might say. Well, it took me about an hour and a half, but I finally got rid of them. After calling the property manager, I managed to open the door to my apartment, and before I could even look out of the door, the guy was scurrying down the steps and hiding underneath the downstairs, so you couldn't see him. But I could still see him. He was in front of one of the other apartments, and you could see his legs dangling. And eventually, it took an hour and a half, but I finally convinced the guy to take a flying flippin' frack and told him not to come back, threatened that if he didn't leave, I would call the police and so on and so forth. And, I just have a feeling he's going to come back. He's like one of those people who just doesn't know when to quit. Who, no matter how many times he gets busted, he keeps making the same mistake over and over again. Sort of a really dumb son of a bitch. Anyway, I really don't understand these people, how anybody can be so goddamn stupid, but there you have it. It takes all kinds, and unfortunately, we gotta put up with them. Okay, I'm starved here. All I had to eat was a cereal bar, and I'm hungry. So yesterday, one of the reasons I wanted to get rid of this guy, it was like there from 5:30 until 7 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to go grocery shopping, and I didn't want to leave this guy in the hallway, because the last time I had gone to the laundromat, it took me 2 hours. By the time I got back, he was still in the hallway, and he was hiding up here where I live around the corner. And let me tell you, it's a little unnerving when you got somebody in the hallway of your building, lurking around like some sort of weirdo, and making you feel really uncomfortable. Especially, you pay rent to live someplace, and you got weirdos hanging out in the hallways who don't live here. I mean, somebody's got to do something. So I had to go to the grocery store tomorrow morning, or not tomorrow morning, yesterday morning. And so I wanted to get rid of the bastard before I did, because I didn't want to be walking in and out of the building and having this idiot sitting on the steps, for 2 hours or more, just hanging around like he owned the place. So I stood out in the hallway until he finally left. And I could smell, I was like 20 feet away from the guy, and I could smell the fact he looked like he's probably in his 20s. And I could smell the cheap red wine just reeking from his body. You could smell it, I could smell it 20 feet away from him. So he's probably an alcoholic, and he was probably drinking and so on and so forth. But this is, these are social problems that we have to deal with, and that are everywhere in our society. And there's no escape from them. I mean, there's no escape from them for someone who doesn't want to deal with it, like myself. And there seems to be no escape from it from those who are trapped in that lifestyle. I mean, if you can call that a lifestyle, I don't know what kind of lifestyle is that. What kind of way to live is that? You know, it's no way to live. It's a living death. Just slowly, it's like somebody who's a smoker. They're just mainly slowly killing themselves because they're a coward to do it real quickly and get it over with, you know. So, you know, it's like a slow suicide. Kind of sad to watch, and you know, it's going on all around you, all around me, all around you. It's going around everywhere. It's a disease, alcoholism. You got family members who are alcoholics. I do, and you know, you can't do anything about it. It's just the problem is so prevalent in our society that it's just overwhelming. There's just almost nothing you can do about it. There's so much of it. It's like, you know, fighting the drug war or something along that line. It's just a never-ending battle. Well, I'm starting to feel like I'm getting a little preachy here, so I better change the subject. So yeah, the only thing I did yesterday was go to the grocery store and get a few supplies. Whoa, itchy nose. And so I successfully did that. And today, we're just going to take the day off and not do too much today. I gotta clean my apartment again. I got a layer of dust over everything. I gotta constantly, almost gotta dust every day. There's like dust accumulating all the time. Endless. I think it must have been warmer last night than it was the last previous few nights, but because, well, I put my blanket on my bed. I didn't wake up as cold as I did the last couple of nights. "57 degrees, clear, so." Well, yesterday afternoon, The Matrix was on. The Matrix! I watched pretty much the whole thing, but I got a little sidetracked when I had to do the dishes. I hadn't seen it for so long that I wondered whether or not I actually sat through the whole thing. So sometimes it's difficult to do that. Sit through an entire movie without doing something other than sitting through an entire movie. Sometimes, doesn't matter what the movie is, it gets a little boring. You got to get up and do something like the dishes. That's what I did. I missed some of it. Well, actually, I missed the part where they went to rescue, what is his name? Lawrence Fishburne's character, Morbius. And that's about it. I missed that part, and then by the time I finished doing my dishes, they had rescued him. And Keanu Reeves' character, Neo, is starting to believe that he was the one. And with that, I leave you here for another day here at daryllorette Cafe. Until next time, we'll see you then. Okay, bye for now. Bye-bye.